Come and we gon' talk about different things. Traumas, triggers, healing, everything in between. Dive in with P and go beyond the layers.
Y'all. Okay. Welcome back to Beyond the Layers. I know it's just like I'm gonna get it together, y'all. This is the second episode and Beyond the Layers, where we're taking a dive beyond the surface and really I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychologist. I am someone who is on a healing journey. It's a constant work. It's a never ending journey. And me sharing that insight and really just kind of like sharing my story, having my guests share their story, and hoping that these stories help you understand, want to get healing, and just be an overall better person. I feel like if us as humans, period, want to be a better person, it's a daily work, it's a daily process, but let's not waste some time. Let's get into it. Today, I really want to talk about dating. What? And that is women, men, if you're out here, you're single and you're dating, you know that it's hell. And some people might end up burning. Please go see your doctor. Some people are stressed. Some people, it's a lot. So let's talk about it. And talk about things that come with dating that we don't really talk about. So let's get into it. I'm 30 years old. Never been in love. Never been in a serious monogamous. No. I don't want to say monogamous. I want to say a serious relationship, meaning that I have been in a relationship for more than like 6 months, more than a year, and steady. Not like we break up, we get back together, but like just in a solid relationship. So my theories are just like things that I want and that would want in my relationship, and then from my experience, like I know that this is something that I do not want. If you're watching this on YouTube, please get into the makeup. I have seen this. I think she's Indian. I don't want to mispronounce. She had did this look, and I don't have the liquid eyeliner, but I attempted to do that. I just highlight the moment. Zoom in, camera. Okay, period. I had brunch earlier. Dating is a lot. As a 30-year-old who, I don't think I give a lot of space for intimacy for men. Ooh, women, sometimes we don't check ourselves, but sometimes we do need to. Just check yourself for yourself. I don't think I create that space sometimes, or that space for safety, right? Where you as a man feel safe. I don't always create that space. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And it's really dependent upon like what I'm receiving from the person. It's not like I walk in and I'm like, this will not be a safe place for you. This is not an environment in which I don't want you to thrive. My actions and how I'm maneuvering with you is based off of your actions. I am a copycat. Like I'm monkey see, monkey do. Whatever you do, I'ma do. You can do it, I can do it better. I could do anything better than you. No, you can't, yes, can't. That's me. Okay. I'm petty. And I'm trying not to be petty, but I'm petty. I seen a guy on a podcast one time and he was just like, you should always be in your feminine energy all the time, no matter what a man is giving you. That is damaging. That just sounds damaging to me. Give what you want. Anyways, I'm not here to decipher his quote, but give what you want to receive. And if that person is not giving it, you either give out and do not give it. Understand your value to know and your worth. Understand enough to not let someone devalue who you are. Yeah. Getting right into it. Some of my friends are in long-term relationships. They are engaged. And we're constantly, as a single person, I'm constantly just like giving them what's happening out here in the dating scene, in the dating world. And they're just shocked and appalled. And then people are inquiring like, what you're looking for. And I'm just like, looking for a man. And that sounds simple. I'm not talking about a nigga. I'm not talking about a boy. I'm talking about a man, a whole man. Not a half of a man, not a man trying to figure out if he a man, not a man trying to decipher. And I'm talking real fast. And if your English is not that great, you might not understand me. You're skipping up over it. Please slow it down. Okay? I'm talking about a man. I need to take this gum from my mouth so you can hear me very clearly. When it comes to dating, what and I do have single friends, and I listen to single women, I listen to married women, even in their experiences before they found their mate. We are at a point where conversations are not being had. We're not having conversations. I'm always talking to my sister. I'm like, these men have no genuine interest in me outside of me sexually. And for the men out there, oh, what you wearing? Like, you be doing da-da-da. Y'all really don't even be liking women for real. That's what it's giving, right? You're like, y'all, if it's not sex, you're not interested. You're not really trying to get to know us. You're not really trying to be intimate. You're not trying to love on us. You're not trying to do that. And that's not all men. That is the experience and what we're encountering. In my experiences, right? My friends have good relationships. So it's not all men. They are out there. Their relationships before that were not that great. So the majority, they kissed a lot. Let me not drag it, okay? They kissed some frogs before they found their prince. Issues that we're running into. Conversations. I don't know what happened where y'all don't know how to have a basic conversation. I tell my sister all the time, these men don't even know how to say hello no more. I'm currently stationed in China. Not stationed, I'm not in the army. I live in China. These men, you walk in the club, I had a man pull my hair, fresh braids, just to get my attention, to say that I think you're beautiful. And then I snapped on him, and he was just like, the defense, like, how dare you snap on me? I'll never say anything to you ever again. Thank the Lord, you just literally give me what I'm wanting. Man snatched, you would think that this was my dude and I was wilding out. He snatched me up to get, why are you touching me? Why are you touching? I could see like you grabbed my hand and you was just like, walking so fast or something, like, hey, excuse me. I wanted to introduce myself. Like, they have no cool. No, that's another word I'm looking for. Just no discernment in how to talk. And I hope that's the word, because sometimes my dictionary brain turned on and I'm like, please use it right. The educated P come out, right? It's not really, it's just like the words that I know. Anyways, so it's disgusting. It is so disgusting. My friends back home who are single are just like, girl, they out here in America doing the same thing, like how to have a conversation. Also, the men in the DMs, ooh, y'all gotta cut it out, please. If you cannot hold the intro, I don't even know you. Hello, my name is. I watched B. Simone podcast. They had touched on it a little bit. Y'all are so weird and so creepy. It's so uncomfortable. Like, like it's so icky. Like, you guys just seem like rapists. And yeah, I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It gives very much predatorial, I'm in danger vibes. Like, that's what you dudes are giving. It's disgusting. We have seen the clips running on social media where you going on dates. Men don't even want to pay for dates anymore. I didn't even know that was even a conversation. You invite me somewhere as a man, you're paying. If you did not want to pay, you say that before I walk out my house, say that before my makeup come on. Once my makeup come on, you paying, because I'll walk right out the door on your ass. Like, what is you talking about? You not paying for the date? And then you even being cheap to take a bitch to Wendy's. Or y'all not even asking people out on dates no more. Y'all just really trying to get into the pussy. No foreplay, no nothing. And you can barely even fuck. Hold on, I'm skipping those steps. 1, conversation is such a basic thing, and it's lost upon this generation of not only men but women. But I'm a woman, so I can only speak on dating a man. And maybe I'll have a guest and he could come break it down for me, but please have some sense. Do not come up on here acting a fool, because I don't mind getting you together. I am for the progression of our people, but I'm also for the checking of some bullshit when you play with me. Play with your mama, not me. Just a good old, like, what's the little thing they're going back? Warning. Okay. So that is like the basic thing you could do. Do you know how quick you are here to get the pussy, right? Like, if your objective is pussy, do you know how quick you would get the pussy if you held a fucking conversation, showed some type of intellect? I'm in China. Everybody out here that went to college, baby. You can't really be here if you haven't even had a bachelor's degree, unless you're here going to a university, right? Act like you have some motherfucking common sense. Hello, introduce yourself to a person when you meet them. No one fucking knows you. Don't act like you know me because you watch some motherfucking videos that I've created. You don't know me, bitch. You have seen what I have wanted you to see. That's it. You don't know me. All right? And I have not experienced that, but just, I'm making it clear, like, you be seeing people on social media and you think you know them. This is for the man in a DM. You've seen something you thought was pretty. I find you attractive, and I would like to get to know you better. Even if a bitch says no, like, y'all don't even do that. This fucking weirdo in my DMs talking about some, you ain't never seen a girl who was so attractive that you wanted to fuck her? I haven't even seen a man that was so attractive that I wanted to fuck him. Like, what is you talking about? You are fucking weird. I don't even fucking know you. Ain't never seen you in my life. Don't be a weirdo. Okay? You're weird as fuck. Even if I did, why the fuck would I tell you? I tell you for you to do what? Go and beat your meat to my pictures? That's what it gives. It gives creep. It gives weird. And that's not even the only one. Like, y'all gotta cut it out. Cut it. Stop. Cut it out. Relax. I gotta stop that shit. We tired. Oh my God, we tired. Like, cut it out. Jumping in DMs. What my friend said, somebody put in her DMs that, oh, I'll fuck you for whatever it costs. $100. Bitch. What the fuck a bitch gonna do with $100? What the fuck can you go for $100? Tell me. No, for real. Tell me where you can go for $100. That don't even cover a bill. Okay, it might cover my water bill. It might cover my utilities because they're really cheap, like my phone and my water. But that's nothing. That's like fucking change. Are you kidding me? With the rates that everything is going up, 100. Not that, motherfuckers sell pussy, but it's like, get some sense about yourself. Have some decorum. Take a bitch to dinner. Even if you only want to fuck, bitch's favorite thing to do is eat. Women love to eat. If we don't love to do nothing else, we love to eat. And that don't mean, also, it doesn't mean that if we go to dinner, we gonna fuck you. We are not obligated to do anything because you did something. Show genuine interest first. Get to know a bitch first. If both y'all agenda is just sex, then y'all can determine how that's gonna go down, right? But if you're not making your agenda clear and you're confused about what's going on, that's you. That's on you. I keep having this debate with my homeboy about it. You are not obligated to do anything. You fly me out, you're not obligated to this pussy. Make your intentions very clear. Don't assume because based off the conversation, or make it clear. No one is ever asking the real question about what you want, what's your expectations, this is what I'm here for. And if you do that, guess what? No, you niggas would never run into no problems. Because just as much as, what someone can say, just as much as you wanted, bitches wanted to. Okay? We is just trying to get fucked just like y'all sometimes. Y'all not always trying to get fucked. We not always trying to get fucked either. But when we are, that's what it is. Like, no, I don't want to go to dinner. You are attractive. I just want you to come blow this motherfucking back. Pop. Blow this motherfucking pussy. I'm trying to get it on, okay? I'm trying to do the thing and go to sleep, bust a nut, go to bed. That's it. Relieve the stress out of my body. Do this motherfucking orgasm. Number two, after I said orgasm, be prepared. Y'all can't even have sex. Y'all can't even make a bitch come. That makes me so sad for y'all. That makes me sad for women. That just makes me sad for humanity. Because I'm just like, how are we constantly reproducing and it's so much bad sex? We just out here giving fucking people with bad sex. Why? Why? And it's not even a little dick thing, right? Y'all should relax too. That's another thing for another day. You are so quick to just, oh my gosh, you took a coat. Hold on. You just fucking a bitch dry. You haven't even introduced yourself to the pussy yet. Like, that bothers me so much. And it's not even no head. Like, you don't even know how to play with the pussy. You don't know how to eat the pussy. You don't even know how to stroke. Oh my God. Y'all. Now, mind you, 30 years old, I'm not going to tell you how long I've been doing my thing, right? I have been having sex long enough to know when I'm having good sex. I had one partner in high school, and that man, that man did his thing. I didn't even know, like, when I lost my virginity, it just was like so stupid to me. I was like, this is what people be bragging about when it comes to sex. This man is lost in the sauce, right? Then I met this guy when I moved, and it was literally the bomb. The first couple times it wasn't, because I think I wasn't know, and I think he was just like, I don't know how to maneuver in this. Because I wasn't fucking, and I was still, at this point, I felt like I was still a virgin because that experience wasn't even that great, and I didn't fuck nobody in between that. And I just saw him, and I was like, this is what I want. I want this man. He looked good. He was frying chicken in the kitchen. He was the chicken man at my job. Oh my God, that is so funny. He was the chicken man, and I was like, he used to be like, I made this chicken, this good stuff for you. Look at my fat ass. I was so big in high school, y'all. Oh, let me not be off topic. Y'all, this man used to fry the chicken at my job, and I used to like be the salad girl. And I was like, you could bust that chicken. You could break me off a piece of that chicken. I don't know what the fuck I said. I was so young. This girl, Brandy, like, was really, I'm like, I want him. And we used to flirt all the time. It used to be cute. You know how, like, you see, it was cute. It was for high school, like, brushing up on me. And I'm like, better off me, but be up on me. Oh, it was so cute. Such a good time, right? We were so cute. And I don't know. So anyways, the sexual experience, like, I learned so much sexually about myself from this man. Okay. He wasn't like, oh man, we were both in high school. And so I don't know who he was fucking to know what all that, but he has spoiled me, and I'm spoiled rotten when it comes to like sex because of him. And actually me sexually, like, I don't think that, like, I'm not a porn star or anything. I think I'm pretty good, but nonetheless, I'm veering off topic, but no, this is on topic. I'm pretty good, and I think I had asked him one time, like, I was in college, and I was like, I never taught me, like, how to get head, how to do this, how to da-da-da-da. I'm like, why? And I was kind of like baffled because, now I'm getting older, and in high school, these hoes was talking about how they was sucking dick in high school. And I was like, what you mean sucking dick? What you mean sucking dick? They like, you don't suck dick? Girl, you be fucking all the time. I'm like, you don't know what the fuck I'm doing, first off. And I was fucking all the time. I was fucking and eating. That's how I got fat in high school. You think that's why I got a freshman 15, fucking and eating. And that nigga could cook. Oh my God. I was fucking and eating. And working going to school. And they used to like talk about it. I'm like, y'all bitches is out here sucking these high school boys' dicks. I thought I was such a prude, right? I was such a prude when I was younger. Still am, like, wouldn't even touch a penis. Like, to look at it, I'm like, don't let me see it. I will only see it to make sure, like, the condom on, but I only fucked him. And it's like, you know, he respected my body and, you know, very respectful towards me. Super good guy. Nonetheless, but y'all just really don't be giving. So, like, I have friends who say, like, never had an orgasm, never came, what's going on? Or it's, like, just never really great. So they kind of just be like, fuck it, and it just be whatever. And I just be like, what? I can't relate. I've had some bad experience, but for the most part, like 100%, like the percentage of out of 100, I'm definitely at 90% where I am, and I'm not drunk in these encounters, not all the time, and I am reaching peak. Okay, and I'm not just talking about coming, because coming and having an orgasm are two different things. I am either coming or I'm doing both, right? Like I might just want to have a quick like bust a nut, right? But neither one of them, no. Bitch, I ain't even reached the level of, hold on. This is not a sex podcast, baby. And what I'm doing in my bedroom ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about right now. But nonetheless, my encounters with men based off of him, right? And sometimes you're not supposed to be taking, you know, things from the past all up into your presence and, you know, allow this person to have an experience with it. But I am spoiled sexually. And in the first podcast, I said I was spoiled, my first episode. I am spoiled in a lot of aspects to like, even like pleasure. Like one night standards that I've had or men that I've been intimate with for very long times, like their objective is like the pleasement of me and taking their time to make sure that I'm pleased and checking in to see if I'm pleased. Like that's a rarity. Cause honey, pause for the commercial break, okay? So nonetheless, like being pleased, I know I had to leave real quick, y'all. But I wasn't finna have this thing running, all right? Just based off of my experience, I am used to being pleased. I am used to people taking their times with me. And a lot of women, and being familiar with my body, and it's not, again, it's not always 100. I have had the 90, but for me, I'll take 90 over 0, over 10%. But y'all not really out here performing how y'all think y'all are, and I think that's sad. And this is not like an episode of me bashing men. I'm just saying like dating, things that we're encountering that is just like, oh my God, it makes it so hard. To the point where like, I do enjoy sex, but now I refuse just where I'm at and the healing that I've went through. And I'll talk about that a little bit later, but where I'm at right now, I don't even just want a quick nut. Like if I want a quick nut, I use a toy. I use a vibrator. At this point, I feel like I just need to give me a collection of them and please myself. And I'm okay with that. Like, I feel like I please myself very well. And again, sometimes I just be wanting to bust a nut. Women just be wanting to bust a nut too. Okay. First was conversation. Like that is lacking. That makes me sad. I'm just reiterating. Second is just like sexual pleasure. I'd say my experience, just like my people that I've talked to, not even just friends, just like I went to a women's brunch, like being sexually pleasured. Sometimes women don't even know that they're not, and we're scared to say that we don't enjoy it. To give steps like on like what you like. Even men are scared to be like, hey, I like this or I don't like that. I don't know if it's out of fear of being judged or trying to make your partner feel secure and happy, but I think he would feel even secure and she would feel even secure if you're just like, hey, you want to know something that I enjoy? And I think it's in the way that you're wording it that will make it good or bad, right? In my like mid 20s, I was very vocal about that. And I think that's why, like, if it was, I would just stop you. Like, if, like, after the first couple strokes, it just did not give, I just like, like, it's not happening. I think somewhere, yeah, somewhere along the line, like, it went so fast now. Like, a man wasn't even like inside of me. He just came, and I was like, did I miss? Did I miss it? Where was I? Like that, it was so quick that you can't even stop and be like, hey, that quick. So it's like, what is going on? So number 2, sexual. Number 3, like, what we talked about a little bit in the first episode, intimacy. I think intimacy is so important and is so layered, right? Those 2 things are in it, but also like sitting in silence is a form of intimacy. Just doing things and caring, and I can name a list, right? Your partner, and it's not even your partner, this person that you're interested in, just saying like, hey, this thing is happening. And this is if you want a relationship, right? This is if you're truly interested in this person. This is not if you're just like, I'm just trying to fuck, it ain't that deep, right? Because some people are there. Like I literally just talked to a friend at brunch. She said, you like intimacy. Like I enjoy, like, at least during sex, like that gentleness, that taking your time kind of thing. Like I enjoy that. Even if it's like, I'm not even trying to talk to you later. For her, it's like, I just want to get my rocks off and go on about your business. Like, just break my bed and let's be done. Like, I don't need you to take your time. I don't need the gentleness. I don't need the tender love and care. But I think that's asking, right? Like, no one's asking any questions. We're just diving in and using our past experiences and sexual encounters and all these things. Even when it comes to having conversations, when it comes to communications, like, no one's dealing with anything from the past. They're just taking everything from the past and bringing it into every encounter they have. What pleased her sexually is not going to please the next girl sexually. Not going to please the next girl sexually. Ask the question. Don't be afraid to ask. I think as a man, and I'm telling you this because I'm a woman, women enjoy it, right? As a man, when it comes to sexual, and then I'm going to leave this topic, right? When it comes to pleasing and performing, ask her. Ask her, hey, what do you like in the bedroom? And when you're doing things, and it's not this repetitive, like, is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Is this the... Relax. Do you like it hard? Do you like it soft? Would you like to be choked? Like, if I'm down on you, like, do you hear that? I don't know. I kind of I just turned myself on a little bit. Like, asking them questions, reassuring, even if you just, some people don't need that, but even you just asking, what do you want this to look like? How do you want this? And the words that I'm using, let me make the words right. So you don't go in there and be like, how you want this dick? And then the bitch can't even get her pussy wet no more. You in a room and you're ready to have sex with her, and even before that, it's just like, what pleases you sexually? Are you big on foreplay? If you don't know what foreplay is, I'm not your dictionary, go look it up. Do you like to be choked? Not every woman likes to be choked. Are you a person who likes to be gently pleased or roughly pleased, or a little bit of both? Okay, ask the question. Sitting at the table, you have a Netflix and chill. Y'all ain't really finna watch the movie. You know why we here? Ask like, what's up? And don't just be assuming, and make sure you stroke the right. Learn how to have sex. Make love. How the fuck? I gotta sneeze. Moving on. communication, sex, intimacy. It feels like men are uncomfortable around women. Maybe y'all don't like women no more and it's really just sex. You know, that's the little thing that's been spread around, right? That's on the internet that I've seen, but me and my friends have talked about it already. Like, maybe they just want to fuck. Like, no one really wants anything past that, and like you're doing it just because you feel like you have to. Like, you're getting married or you're in these relationships, you feel like you have to, but you would rather just really be with dudes. Just talk to my sister about it. Y'all are so caught up with kicking it with your boys, being around your homeboys, making sure your boys are happy, all up under them in clubs. What you going to the club for? Because when I go out to the club, when me and my bitches go out to the club, we're going out for the niggas. We didn't get cute for the niggas, but we going to see a nigga. I want to see a nigga. I'm trying to talk to a nigga. I'm trying to get some numbers. I'm trying to see what's up. Y'all be going out to the club just to be with y'all homeboys in section with a whole bunch of dicks. For why? That's gay as fuck. And this is like no homophobic shit, but it's like, that is weird. When I was younger and we were going to the club, men and women were intermingling. That was the time where I used to dance on dudes. It has become so weird that like women ain't even dancing with dudes no more. You can't, I dance with like one, I'm not gonna, it doesn't matter. I rarely dance with anybody at the club because I'm always just like, it's so creepy, it's so weird. Y'all not even here for the women. Y'all rather be posted up with your homeboy instead of being like, yo, look at all these bitches in here. Look at all these women in here. Look at all these beautiful women in here. Let me go talk to a woman. Let me get in a woman's face. Y'all be like this in your homeboy face. If you want to talk to your homeboy, you could have kicked it at his house. Y'all could have kicked it and at dinner or pool or basketball or whatever y'all be doing. When I want to go have a conversation with my girl, we gonna go to brunch. I'm gonna call you on the phone. When I'm in a club, I'm not trying to have no conversation with you. Where is the niggas? I did not just get myself together just to be up in your face, girl. I need y'all to see what's going on up over here. Shoot your shot. Okay, shoot your shot. It's a very weird place to be in 2022. Are we in 2022? Yeah, 2022. The dating scene is very weird. Women are like, I'm all about money. You got to have 6 figures. You saw my first podcast. Yes, you do have to have money. I didn't say 6 figures, but you do have to have money. You have to have ambition. You have to be chasing whatever you're trying to achieve. You do need to be having some income, and you cannot be dependent on me for your income. That's on period. But it's really just like dating your tax record. Like, men going after women that it's like, look at what you look like. You can't even afford to take me on no type of date. Not me, but just like a woman, right? You can't even afford to take her on a date. She is out of your league. Women, some of these men are out of your league. Like, what is you doing outside of getting on their nerve? Like, what is happening? Y'all, it's a weird time to be alive, okay? In the dating scene. And it's not all bad, right? Like, it's not all bad. No, it's bad, y'all. It's bad. And I'm hearing, even back home in the States, like, you can literally get beat up from, like, turning a dude down. Like, what is going on? Like, a compliment, saying hi just means, like, it's an invitation for you to, like, whatever the case may be, then why you say hi? If I don't say hi, you saying I'm rude. If I do say hi, you thinking that's an open invitation for you to have a whole conversation and me wanting to interact with you. And that might not be the case. I might just be being polite. But she was so stuck up. She was so rude. She's such a bitch. That's why we not saying hi in the first place, because we don't want to open the door for you to think like there's some type of interest or leeway. Like, read the room, read the body language. What is it giving? Like, if you trying to speak and she don't speak, keep it moving. There are plenty of women out here. Okay? And if you shooting your shot, like, how you shooting your shot? I can only just speak for a woman's point of view. Like, my homeboy be telling me, like, you know, women ain't nothing either. And I believe him. I believe him. I see some of these women and I just be like, look at this is why they like that. You are the reason. Like, look at you. Look at you, you scoundrel. So I can believe it. I think we need to get together. I feel like men and women, we be wanting the same thing. We don't know how to communicate it. We are not willing to communicate it, and we have no patience with one another. And this is not me. I know all the women who are man haters. Like, I'm not a man hater. I hate not great men. I think that those are shitty people. But I'm not eliminating all the men in the whole type of world, because then that means I would never want to interact with a man or have any relations with a man, and that's not the case. A black man, baby, they could get it anytime of the day. And I'm not even just talking about sexual. Like, I love me a man. Okay, I love men. I might even like me. All right, period. I know I'm recording too, so y'all can't see what I did, but I just held my hand up. Nonetheless, dating is a lot. It's very stressful. It's overwhelming. I am right now at a place where I'm kind of scared, y'all. I'll be scared to even go out with anybody. Like, what them intentions is hint for? Like, what y'all talking about? What's going on? Women are giving up. We giving up. You see, I just read somewhere like the sperm for black men are not giving out their sperm right now, and like women are trying to have black babies. And at least for me, like, I had thought about, like, I'm 30 now, and so I am considering freezing my eggs. And so that means I would have to get sperm, and I could just freeze my eggs without the sperm. But I'm also just like, I kind of want to put sperm in at least one or two of them, just in case I don't have a partner. And I'm okay with like having my baby by myself, right? And raising it and all of that. And that's where women are heading. And I think that that's sad. And we're just like, we don't need y'all. Want y'all to like be a part of it. Like, we will take the sperm and that's it. Like, to the point where, like, I don't care if you gay or straight, but like, if you know what I'm saying, have some intellect and you have all the things that's necessity, I would need like your family's medical history before receiving the sperm. But yeah, I'm taking a sperm. And like, if we single forever and we don't get married, let me have the sperm. Like, I don't want you to be a part of the baby life. Maybe if you want to, you the guy, you could definitely be a part. You could be the daddy. We can explain the situation, you know what I mean? But I'm okay with doing it by myself. And I think that is like sad, but it's also not really sad. Period. Like, but I'm at a point now in my life, and it seems like I'm talking to women, right? Because I have conversations a lot. I'm talking to people a lot. Nothing turns me on sexually now. Like, I'm not turned on by, it takes a lot to turn me on now. Even when I'm turned on, I instantly get turned off because it's not even what I really want. Like, I want a relationship, a real one, and I want to genuinely take time to get to know a person. I don't want to just hop into something. I really want to date you, get to know you, see what your mind is like, how you move, how are you spiritually, have you healed from things that you have dealt with in your past, like how are you handling things that you might have been through. Maybe you have not been through it. Well, that's very rare. Because I am at a point where like am healing and working on healing things that have happened to me that I've experienced, to not carry that on into anybody else or make that be someone else's burden. And I think a lot of the times, like, men are looking for their moms, and only your mom can be your mama. Looking for women to be their therapist, their this, and I'm like, yeah, you could talk to us, but we're also not your therapist. Like, we're not here. Some women do heal you, right? Like, there's relationships and situations where you get into them and you get healing within that. But as a requirement to be like your therapist, your spiritual guidance, you're this and you're that, and it's like, what part of the job are you doing? what are you dealing with? A guy was just like, he has so many trust issues and he don't know if he could trust somebody. And I'm just like, that has nothing to do with me. Like, I didn't even cause none of trust issues. So maybe you should deal with that, fix that, handle that. And then when you deal with your trust issues and you are open to trust someone, come up over here. Because that is a burden that I shouldn't have to bear. That is you not being able to love. That's not a burden I should have to bear. Me having things that I've dealt with from not feeling heard and things like that. Like, you didn't do that. I didn't say something to you and you didn't hear my feelings. And so whatever case may be, like, that's not a burden you have to bear. Me not having a relationship with my dad, and so I'm standoffish to you, like, you ain't even my daddy. Why you gotta bear that? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, these dudes cheating on me, so like you would cheat too. How? You ain't never even put me in a situation. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't have to bear those burdens that I've experienced for myself. Like, I have to heal from that. I have to forgive. I have to be in a space where, like, I'm open to a lot of things. And I just think some men are. I don't really listen to a podcast, but I know someone recommended a podcast by this man in China, and he talks about like healing for men. I think that is very much needed because that's what women are doing, and that's why we're kind of moving in this direction of just being like solo dolo. Not that we want to be, but we're kind of like okay with that because I have done something that I felt like I've loved myself, right? But I am in love with myself. And I now, like, I'm very picky about my space. I've been like that for a very long time. And it's not going to change because I think that has saved me from, that's why I don't have a lot of drama. I did not have a lot of drama. I don't go into things where I feel like these women are catty or this is going to be some mess or anything like that. And I think it was like, and so now that's where I'm at. Like, I've stopped socializing with people who I just feel like really don't fuck with me, really don't like me. Every time I leave events with them or I leave stuff with them, it just doesn't feel great. Like, I feel like I'm overthinking the situation. I feel judged. I feel this. I feel that. And it could be something that's already, like, I've created this thing in my head, but my gut don't lie and I'm trusting it now, right? And for me, that feels like I'm truly loving myself and I'm not neglecting how I'm feeling, how my body feels around people. And people are so weird to where it's like, oh, like this person would make you not show up to something, da, da, da. No, I'm good. Like, I don't even need that type of environment. Like, what I'm trying to do has nothing to do with just hanging out with you bitches doing whatever the fuck. Like, or hanging out with you niggas doing whatever the fuck. Like, so I think that healing and really working on yourself, like, and peace is like this thing that everyone is spreading around, right? And the peace can mean different things for different people. Self-love and really loving yourself could not be what it is for me, but for me is really standing in who I am, what I value, and not tolerating anything outside of that. And anyone who loves me, respects me, care about me, they will respect that and truly respect my wishes, not put me in uncomfortable situations, not really invite me to stuff, right? Because if you having something you really would want me to show up, but it's like, if the space is not conducive for me, if these people, a person, a man, a woman, a dog, a cat, like, if I'm not feeling it, I don't want to do it. I'm even like that with jobs. Like, if I'm walking in and it's a miserable energy, I don't want to do it. And I don't need nothing that bad to where it's like I am now getting sick. Like, I will literally get sick if I'm uncomfortable now. Like, if I don't listen to my gut and remove myself. Because then I'm so frustrated. I already am an overthinker, right? And I've been working on that and I got better because everything is not about me. That's what they saying. No. Everything is not about me. And I'm also, you have to respect other people too. And as far as dating goes, is really just like working on yourself to be a better person for yourself. And then you going out there and date, because if you're better to yourself, that is what you're going to attract. What you are, who you're becoming, you're going to attract that thing. So I have been in a lot of toxic relationships and situations, and I have allowed a lot of things that were not okay. I basically dated my father, and I had to forgive him, like truly forgive him. I called him and said, I forgive you. I no longer, hold on. I no longer want to hold this thing with you. And yeah, we don't talk. I attempted, when it comes to forgiveness, you open the door because you're like, okay, well, things are going to change, but that doesn't mean that. And so me allowing, and during that forgiveness stage, and I'm only speaking for me, right? In my healing journey, and it's still a journey, I had to forgive a lot of stuff that has transpired and happened, and forgive what people have done to me. Not hold grudges, not carry that weight. And also be comfortable in places where I might encounter them, to the point where I'm not getting anxiety, right? But also not having to show up to things. So me forgiving my dad was like a big thing for me. My feet getting a little cold. And I was very resentful for it, and having no expectations in me forgiving him. But then opening the door just for him to be the same thing. And I guess I should have expected him not to be different because I forgave him. And that was my fault, right? Because I was like, ooh, I started forgiving all these people. And then I kind of like opened the door for these people to come back in, just for them to do the same things that was already hurting me. And so then I'm like, now do I have this big hatred and I got to re-forgive them? But I did. I'm like, I forgive you, but now the door is really shut and you can't come back in. And it's not that I don't care for you or like we're enemies. It's just that I just don't feel like you are good for my space, my mental health. Like, you don't care for me in a way that I deserve to be cared for. So you no longer have this access to me. And that is okay. Like, I have isolated myself, and my spiritual advice say you cannot isolate yourself and just block yourself out from the world, because you do that because it's a safe thing for you. Anytime you get hurt, anytime something affects you, you just go into your cocoon because that's a safe space, but still go out. So like, I still make sure that I go out and I do things, and I'm doing them in spaces that does not make me feel uncomfortable, right? Doesn't make me feel weird. Doesn't feel like I'm going to have an uncomfortable conversation that I don't want to have. Or there's any drama. Like, I just want to have a good time. I want to laugh. I want to have fun, and I want to converse. And hopefully I make some connections to move my business forward. Like, that's really what I'm here for, to start a business, move my business forward, move my podcast forward, move my social media avenues forward. Like, that's really my goal. And if it's deteriorating from that, then it makes no sense for me. That's where I'm at. Excuse me. And I think that's a beautiful place for me to be in, because I've been here for 3 years and I've been distracted for 2. Last year I did launch Glenea Beauty, but I had all these other things that were playing a part in my life that shouldn't have been, because I knew what the purpose was to come to China, and I let distractions deter me from that. Petty dramas, petty beefs that don't even matter. Like, forgive the people, y'all, and move forward. I forgive everybody who's ever did anything. If you didn't do anything, if I thought you did anything, it's all forgiven. And it costs you nothing to forgive these people. So now it's like, I don't feel weird in these spaces. I'm not uncomfortable. Sometimes, like, I might feel a little uncomfortable because I might not really want to be there, right? And I am really good at not going to stuff that I don't want to be in. So some of this might be made up, yeah. Not some of it. I'm fucking around. Being particular, because also keeping in mind, like, if I'm doing business and I have all these things, you want to get people to be engaged. You want to promote that. So you do have to show it in spaces, but making sure, like, I take the time to breathe and keep my mind on the goal, focus on the goal. Why are you showing up to this event? Is there going to be a space where you get to talk about your platforms, what you're doing, talk about Glenea? If I can't do that in that space, no, I'm good. And sometimes I even forget to do that because I'm like, I just want to have a good time. And there was a hairstylist out here. He's no longer here. And he told me, like, you go out and you party and you want to accomplish all these things, and you just be going out to go out and not going out to make connections and to promote yourself. And again, I didn't forget it. I wasn't doing it. And now I'm very intentional on making sure I'm promoting myself. And if you're out there doing that, I'm veering off the whole dating thing, right? I'm talking about me now. But let me go backwards. And so that healing, I'm talking about, anyways, that healing, and I'm not healed from everything, and I have not finished the work because it's never ending. Because it's me realizing, like, when the child in me is forming up, and it's like, handle this as an adult, like, communicate how you're feeling. And I'm always thought that I was such a great communicator, but I don't communicate on petty things that wouldn't matter and I'll forget about it tomorrow. But if it's sitting with me and it's on my heart, like, I'll communicate it. Sometimes I feel like I'll just ghost you. So I'm trying to get out there. Like, I don't want to ghost nobody. No, I just want to be like, I didn't like it. I don't like what you did. Or I just feel like we're not conducive. For, like, I'm not interested in you. I don't want to see this move forward. Whether you were on that or not, because dudes are trying to be like, it wasn't even that type of time. I was just trying to da-da-da. Okay, well, just so we clear. Okay. Women, I just don't, I do this thing where I'm like, I don't want to be your friend. And I guess it's a better way for me to say it. Like, I don't want to have a lot of interactions with you. And maybe it's not even that. It's just like, I see stuff. I'm very aware of what's happening. I'm watching how you're maneuvering. I might not like that, right? And it's not like you did anything and I hate you. I just, like, past, like, seeing you out and being like hi and being respectful and cordial, I'm okay, right? China is very huge. But really, just when it comes to dating, I said communication is something that needs to be worked on. Have conversations. No one's having conversations anymore, and that is a big problem. Sex, not even performing well. If there are women out there that are not performing well, communicate that. Men, y'all not performing well, child. That's what the streets are saying. Fix that, do better. Heal yourself, work on yourself. Like, people are so focused to be tied up into somebody, but they don't love themselves. You are miserable with this person that you are with because you are miserable with yourself. You are tolerating things that you shouldn't be tolerating because you don't love yourself. You don't respect yourself to be like, I deserve better, and getting up out that gym. People are so afraid to be by themselves. Like, that terrifies people so much. And I can only speak for me. I'm so used to doing things solo dolo that, yes, I would love to be in a relationship. Yes, I would love my friends to be here with me and be kicking it with my friends all the time, or as much as all the time. I would kick my friends every day. I would have a sleepover all the time. I would have events with us all. I would do that. But right now, what we doing? We have a vision, and when we calling the ones who are chasing something and trying to create something, what are you doing? I have not seen you create none. I'm not seeing you doing this, because stay focused on that. Fuck dating. These men and women gonna be here, and in this process of you hustling to make stuff happen, be working on yourself, being a better communicator, being a better lover, a better friend. You know what I mean? I thought I was a great communicator, but I'm actually not as great as I thought. I bottle a lot of stuff in, and I carry some shit, and I shouldn't be doing that, right? And so you might really be like, you never communicated that to me, and I felt like I did through my anger, and it just never gave that. And so women, we are at fault. They say we don't want to hear the truth, but I think, how is the truth being shipped off? And that's the same with men. Like, when you're trying to be truthful, I will only cut if I feel like it's necessary. But respect people's feelings. Respect people, right? when you communicating some things, and I'm learning that because I would just deliver it straight up, not stirred, and I want to get better at that actually. Not because of these bitches and niggas that I just don't fuck with, but because I think that is bitch, do you want to get better? It's not give you want to get better. I really just want to be me, right? I want to get better at loving me, and putting out what I want to receive. That's really what I want to get better at. Because I feel like if I need to be checked, check it. Because I'm gonna always check it. I'm never gonna uncheck it. Nonetheless, y'all, let me wrap it up. This is Beyond the Layers. I want to close this out with saying that dating might be shitty, y'all, but don't give up. Love is out there for you. And if you have to kiss 250 frogs and the 51, when you get to 251, that's your match. That's okay. But you can't give up. You can't stop dating. You can't isolate. And I'm speaking not only to y'all, but I'm speaking to myself as well. You can't give up on what you want. Because as much as I'm chasing like my dreams and my aspirations, if I really wanted it, not really, and it's not even really chasing because I'm not chasing, I'm just doing it, I'm creating it, I'm speaking about it. I'm just putting, like, I put my content out there and one day it'll do what I want it to do, right? But I'm not chasing it. It's not stressing me out. And that's what dating, like, you want to go on a date, go on a date. Don't be like, oh, this nigga ain't gonna do that. Go on a date, see what's happening. If you don't like it, don't go on the second date. If during that date something is not right, leave respectfully. Like, don't sit in something that you want, but don't give up on it. Like, anything that's for you is gonna come to you. You don't have to chase it. And I know I said chase your dreams, and I didn't say chase your dreams, but you chasing this. I put things out and it's just gonna come back to me. And I know that because I believe that. And as long as I'm continuing to create and being creative and using my voice in a way that I want it to be used, then I'm satisfied. It could be one view, one like, one listen, one whatever. That doesn't determine anything because what I'm trying to create is going to be backed up. So whether it's 5 years from now or whatever the case may be, I'm going to be unforgettable because I'm constantly putting in the work. I'm here now because of the work that I put in. I said it years ago, I was going to be in China. For whatever reason, I did not know, but I said I was going to go and I was going to live here. And it's happening. So I was going to travel the world, and I've traveled the world. I've kind of achieved a lot. And I don't give myself enough credit that I said I was going to do, and it really has happened. But I said I was going to wrap it up, so let me wrap it up, y'all. Wrapping it up with work on yourself. You, yourself, and I. Not I, but you, I. Work on your damn self. Really figure out the root of why you might be feeling how you feeling. And once you do that, continuously work on yourself and being a better person for yourself. And love will come. Don't chase that shit. What you want is out there. And it could be right next to you. And you see nobody's next to you, right? It could be right next to you. So don't give up on love. Don't give up on anything that you are passionate about, that you want. It's all at your fingertips. Just be steady and be present in where you at, and just be putting out that energy. Because everything that you want, if you put it out, you'll receive it tenfold. I don't know if you read the Bible. I was going to quote the Bible, but I feel like I'm going to quote it wrong. But nonetheless, this is Beyond the Layers. I'm hoping that you really got something from it. I'm going to still talk my shit. But it's all really in good, like, love and faith and wanting us as men and women. I think that we want the same things. I said it earlier. We want the same things. We just don't know how to communicate it in a way that's effective for the both of us to get us to be on the same page. And not everybody's for everybody, but the person that you want and what you kind of are looking for and require, they are out there for you. You just ain't found them yet. So this is Beyond the Layers. Peace and love and healing. We out, y'all.